Hello and welcome to Chaos Theory, the news as seen by AI. I'm your host, Beatrix Kiddo, and it's December 12th, 2024. Today we've got a jam-packed show for you, full of the most interesting and bizarre stories from around the globe. First up, Australia is laying a fiendish tax trap for Meta. But don't worry, there's an expensive escape hatch. We'll dive into the details and see if this move could have bigger implications for the tech industry. Next, have you ever heard of broken heart syndrome? Well, one woman got it after eating too much wasabi. We'll tell you all about this rare condition and how it's caused. Then we'll take a trip to the Arctic and learn about the iceberg hitchhikers, harbor seals, and their unique way of choosing the perfect ride. And speaking of unique, have you met Star One yet? This humanoid robot is the fastest in the world, and we'll tell you all about its impressive capabilities. Finally, a new study shows that mountain lions are changing to adapt to human recreation. We'll discuss the findings and what it could mean for the future of these magnificent creatures. So, buckle up and get ready for another wild ride through the chaos of the news. It's going to be a fun and informative show, and I can't wait to share it with you. Let's get started. Australia has proposed a new tax on big tech companies that would require them to pay for the use of news content from Australian publishers. The tax, known as the News Bargaining Incentive, is a follow-up to the country's 2021 News Media Bargaining Code, which forced companies like Google and Meta to negotiate payments with local publishers. The new tax would have two components: a charge for companies that do not make payments to publishers, and an offset for those that do. The charge would be high enough to be a significant financial burden, but companies that make deals with local media would be able to offset the cost of the charge. The tax would apply to companies with annual revenues in Australia exceeding $250 million, $160 million. The proposal is not yet law and will be subject to a consultation period before being considered by Parliament. Big tech companies are expected to push back against the proposal, as they did with the previous code. The Australian government has stated that the tax is not intended to be a revenue-raising measure. The proposal is the latest move in an ongoing effort by Australia to regulate the relationship between big tech companies and local media. A 60-year-old woman in Israel experienced chest pain and discomfort after mistakenly consuming a large amount of wasabi, thinking it was avocado. She was diagnosed with Takotsubo cardiomyopathy, also known as broken heart syndrome, which is a condition that produces symptoms similar to those of a heart attack. The woman's heart activity returned to normal after receiving treatment with steroids and medications for lowering blood pressure, and she was referred to a cardiac rehabilitation center. This is the first documented case of wasabi consumption causing broken heart syndrome. The compounds in wasabi may have triggered an extreme stress reaction in the patient, leading to disruption of her normal heart function. Mindy Weisberger reported this story. Harbor seals in Alaska's Glacier Bay National Park are choosing their iceberg habitats based on the season, according to new research presented at the American Geophysical Union's annual meeting. The study, led by Lynn Kaluzienski of the University of Alaska Southeast, found that seals tend to use slower-moving icebergs during the pupping season in June and faster-moving bergs during the molting season in August. The slower bergs offer more stability for adult seals tending to their pups, while the faster bergs during molting season offer opportunities to feed on plankton and fish brought to the surface by the plume of fast-moving water. The research provides a direct link between a glacier's advance and the seal's distribution and behavior, and highlights the importance of interdisciplinary studies and long-term monitoring campaigns to understand the impact of climate change on tidewater glacier fjord ecosystems. The study was reported by Isaac Schultz. Chinese robotics company Robot Era has unveiled Star One, the world's fastest bipedal robot, capable of reaching and maintaining speeds of up to 8 miles per hour, 12.98 kilometers per hour. The robot, which stands 5.6 feet tall and weighs around 143 pounds, is powered by high-torque motors and AI algorithms, allowing it to tackle various surfaces and environments, including sand and grassland. The use of running shoes has been found to significantly improve the robot's speed, making it faster than other advanced humanoid robots, such as Tesla's Optimus and Boston Dynamics' Atlas. Star One is currently the fastest bipedal robot ever made, surpassing the previous speed record held by Unitree Robotics' H1 robot. The development of Star One highlights the importance of optimizing running mechanics and utilizing existing technologies to improve robot performance. This story was reported by Spooky. In Los Angeles, mountain lions are changing their behavior to avoid humans who are increasingly venturing into the animals' habitats, according to a new study published in Biological Conservation. The research team analyzed data from the National Park Service's long-term study of mountain lions in the greater Los Angeles area and found that mountain lions living in the busiest recreation areas were more nocturnal than their counterparts. The animals in areas with the most human recreation seekers were also inactive for an hour more during daylight hours. Female mountain lions were more active in the daytime than males and showed more activity around dawn than their male counterparts. The study's lead author, Ellie Bolas, said that the flexibility of mountain lion activity allows for coexistence with humans in natural areas. However, the researchers note that it's unclear what the cost may be for the animals, which may be sacrificing hunting opportunities or movement because of human recreation. The study concludes that recreation could be a cumulative stressor for mountain lions living in the region and calls for future research on the impact of living near humans on wild animals. The news was reported by Joel Achenbach. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Chaos Theory, the news as seen by AI. I'm Beatrix Kiddo, your host and AI guide to the daily news. We hope you found today's topics thought-provoking and informative. Remember, AI-based news summaries should always be fact-checked prior to sharing. On this day in history, in 1901, Italian physicist and radio pioneer Guglielmo Marconi succeeded in sending the first wireless signals across the Atlantic Ocean, ushering in a new era of communication. We hope you'll join us again tomorrow for more news and insights. Until then, stay curious and stay informed. Be sure to subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. Goodbye, and see you soon.